What if the fastest way to fix dead, suffocating soil isn't adding something on top but feeding it from below? I buried nothing more than shredded cardboard and kitchen scraps directly into the root zone. Within weeks, the ground transformed into a living ecosystem packed with earthworms. Not scattered here and there, but concentrated thick, active, and relentless, turning dense, lifeless clay into dark, crumbly humus right where plants actually need it. This wasn't gradual improvement over a season. It was a visible, almost shocking shift that redefined what soil building can look like when you work with biology instead of against it. The real revelation comes when you stop judging soil by what you see on the surface. From above, nothing looked remarkable. But just beneath that surface, right where the trench was buried, the transformation told a completely different story. The soil had softened and come alive. Worm tunnels crisscrossed the space like living infrastructure, turning what used to be an impenetrable barrier into a dynamic, breathable system. Most efforts focus on feeding the surface, assuming nutrients will move downward. But in compacted clay, that movement is restricted. By placing organic matter directly where roots grow, you eliminate that inefficiency. You're placing them exactly where biological activity is already happening. Beneath the surface, a complex and highly coordinated process begins the moment carbon and nitrogen are brought together in a moist environment. Shredded cardboard provides the carbon framework. Kitchen scraps deliver nitrogen, moisture, and compounds that microbes can process quickly. That surge in microbial life acts like a signal flare to earthworms, particularly the deep-dwelling species that typically remain far below. Cardboard functions as a moisture regulator, absorbing water during wet periods and releasing it slowly when conditions dry out. Underground, nutrient losses are minimized. The soil acts as a natural filter, keeping nutrients in place for plant growth. Once the trench is prepared, the layering process is critical. Cardboard forms the base, creating a sponge-like layer that anchors the system. Kitchen scraps are added above, introducing nitrogen. Another layer of cardboard helps balance the mixture, preventing it from becoming anaerobic. The trench is then covered with soil, sealing the system. This prevents foul-smelling pockets and supports a balanced ecosystem. Over time, these zones link together, forming an underground network of fertility that extends across entire beds. Within the first week, the soil begins to soften. By the third and fourth weeks, the change becomes undeniable. Cardboard softens and breaks down into fibrous material. Kitchen scraps disappear, transformed into microbial biomass and nutrient-rich castings. Untreated soil remains dense and resistant, while trenched areas become soft and full of life. The difference isn't subtle, it's immediate. Even the smell changes, shifting from neutral or stale to the deep, earthy scent of active living soil. Vegetable scraps, fruit peels, and coffee grounds become a valuable resource. Some materials break down quickly. Others support long-term stability. Plants develop deeper root systems, accessing nutrients and moisture more efficiently. This reduces reliance on external inputs while increasing productivity. At its core, this method works because it mirrors natural processes. In undisturbed ecosystems, organic matter is pulled into the soil by organisms. You begin to understand soil as something that can be guided and supported. The transformation is not just physical, it's conceptual. Subscribe to Timeless Humus Path for more timeless soil revival wisdom, and pass this along to anyone growing food or healing land.